Hey, what's up you guys? It's Morgan, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a more serious video, and just know I do not like recording these kind of videos. I don't like complaining about my life on my YouTube channel. I like my YouTube to be funny and the good things about my life. But on the sidelines, there are some problems that I go through, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about that today. So, I have a disorder called anxiety. And anxiety can be different for every single human being, so my experience with anxiety may be different than whoever you know with anxiety, or if you have anxiety. So, my thought on anxiety is it's not necessarily a fear, because so many people accuse it of being a phobia or a fear of everything. That's not always the case. Anxiety can take over your life. Yeah, you're worrying all the time, but it can also cause panic attacks, and it can cause you to try to like almost give up. The past 2 months or so have been really rough for me, with my anxiety being really heightened. Ever since I was little, I've always realized that I have this. When I was little, I did not want to order at the dinner table. My sisters would always say, "Oh well, just order, suck it up." But they didn't really understand what I was necessarily going through. Now, I do not blame my sisters for anything because they didn't really know what it was, and neither did I at the time. So I would not order at the dinner table, and I was freaking out. So my dad would always have to do it. And still to this day, I have a very quiet voice. So it's really nerve-wracking for me to order. When I order at a restaurant, I get really scared, and I get really I feel like I'm an ant. Like I feel like I'm so tiny. And I know that that's normal and that may not be the worst of my anxiety, but it does affect me. So the other thing that affects me is going to the bathroom. Now this is probably going to be a very embarrassing part of my video, but I am afraid of going to the bathroom in public spaces. Whenever anybody else is in the bathroom, even if it's at school, I freak out because I'm like, even if it's a friend, or even if it's my sisters, I just get so scared. I can't do it. I literally have to have them get out of the bathroom, or I have to wait until everybody else is out of the bathroom, and then I'll go. Affect you. Like, I know when I'm with a group of people, I almost feel alone. I don't know how to describe it. I guess when I'm with a group of friends, I feel like I'm there, but I am not. Yeah, I don't know how to make this simple, but when I'm in a group of people, I feel like everybody else has their own kind of groups, and they're all talking, and I get really nervous to talk in groups of people. So I stay home a lot, and I'm so afraid to leave the house because I get so afraid of talking to people. And at school, it has been so hard, and that's why the last 2 months have been really super hard. At school, I'm so terrified to talk to my teachers. Now, I am not a smart student. I will admit that. I have straight C's and a couple D's. I am not a gifted student when it comes to book smarts. So when I have to talk to a teacher for help, I either email them or I literally freak out to talk to them. Now, another thing is I lose things all the time. I lose things so much, and when I lose things, I end up having to ask the teacher for another, and that freaks me out. I cannot do it. It freaks me out. So I literally have to email my teacher because I don't have to do it face to face. So when I email my teacher, I have to say, "All right, sorry, I'm so sorry, so and so," and I have to ask them for my another sheet or whatever. Okay, I live in a small town. In my grade, there's about 65 students. That's really small compared to a lot of schools. And I freak out when we're paired up in groups. Even though I know all those people, I mean, I've been in the school district since like, what, third grade? I should know these people and I should be like, hey, whatever, going into a group, I'm so excited. No. What runs through my head is I'm like, what if they don't like me? And I'm like, well, it almost like I go through a phase of talking to myself almost, but in my like normal people would be like, "Oh, I'm so excited for group work." Me, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what if they don't like me?" But then I'm like, "Well, I've known them for since third grade. They should be fine." But I freak out. Talking to people and being in big crowds is not my thing. If I could, I would be homeschooled. Believe it or not, if my dad would let me, I would be homeschooled in a blink of an eye. And I can't do that right now because my dad is against it, but if I could, there's ways that I've overcome it, sorry. And I use YouTube and I use reading and I just stay away from people. And I know that sounds really sad and really bad, but sometimes when you're in a social situation that you don't want to be, just get out of it. May I just add, if you are struggling with anxiety, just know that you are not alone. Because I felt alone and I felt like, oh, nobody else struggles with this. Nobody else goes through it. Just know there are so many people that struggle with the same exact things that you are going through. Know that you're not alone, and if you have any problems that you have, please comment them below because I would love to hear your guys' problems and help you guys out because in the YouTube community we are family, and if you have any problems, please comment them below because like I said, you are not alone. And I felt alone so many times, but just know that you are not alone and know that whatever you're dealing with in your life, you will get better and it will get better. So, alright, hope you guys enjoyed this week's video, and by the way, I will not be uploading on Mondays anymore. I will be uploading anytime during the week. I think that setting a day is just really hard for me to do. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys all next week. Love you guys.